Well, I'm real proud of our guys. You know, they came out pretty dialed in. We challenged them to get into double digits prior to the game, to be offensive, and not just leave this in the pitcher's hands. You know, pitchers have been battling for us, and we busted open a little today, and that was nice to see.
Questions?
I said we were talking upstairs, and I said, you know, you've been getting guys moving, bunting, hit and run. It's like they just finally decided, no, we're just going to hit the ball. And it just, obviously Matt's home run leadoff just kind of jump-started everything. You just kind of break that open a little bit and make everybody feel good about things.
It certainly didn't hurt, you know, and it was a good way to start the game. And you know, we ended up putting 6 on them, I think, in that first inning. And that was big, you know, to relieve a little bit of pressure, I suppose. And then I think we gave 1, but then we got it back. We extended our leads, which are crucial. You know, you get leads, you want to extend them, whether that's 1 run or 5 runs. You got to extend leads.
Jordan, you get up, bases loaded. You know, I know you're trying to put the ball in play, but what did you see there that made your eyes just pop wide open and hit the ball?
Well, I mean, after last night, I felt pretty down because I felt like I let the team down after not getting the job done with 2 outs and runners on base. But, you know, today I just went out there. I was like, let's just have fun and let's see the ball. And he hung a slider on the inside corner, and I got my hands to it and just let the barrel do the job.
Did it just kind of break pressure off you personally?
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, it's not that I put pressure on myself this entire year. It just was easier to just see the ball today. I just said, screw it, let's have fun. And that's the last thing I thought when I was up there. Just have fun. Do it for the team.
So it kind of looked like it carried over to everybody. I mean, everybody was having a good time out there. And, you know, when the guys do the little pump up on the bench, you know, yesterday you just got to shake your head. But, I mean, it's just something this team has got to be goofy to. It just looks like this is kind of the persona of this team.
I love it when they have fun, as long as they stay focused and don't get sloppy. You know, sometimes that leads to being sloppy, but they did a good job this weekend.
It kind of seemed to like Dave getting the start after ending last night's game didn't really seem to faze him at all. Kind of what went into that decision and then to keep him in the game?
Well, he, you know, of the remaining guys who really hadn't pitched at all or pitched much, he didn't pitch that much. He was our most experienced guy. You know, he started at Pittsburgh State last year, and he had a couple starts for us this year, and he, you know, recently had been very effective in some extended inning stuff. So we thought, you know, he was probably the best thing, you know, best choice for today's game, most experienced guy.
How much different is it to play with a lead like that, to go in the first, before they even touch the field, you guys got 6. What does that feel like?
Well, it feels good, and then after the third, when we got up so much, and then you realize how much ball game there is left, and as a coach, it's worrisome, you know, because you want these guys to stay engaged and locked in, and baseball's such a screwy game, you know. With momentum, hops, calls, everything else, you just want to respect it so that nothing goofy happens, you know. And as a coach, you're in there going, geez, if we blow this, I'm the worst coach on planet Earth. And, you know, those worst case scenarios start crossing your mind, and you got to get guys to just engage. And they did. They stayed locked in. They helped each other do that. And we got good pitching efforts.
Hayden, I mean, you know, you're in the dugout when the guys are back on the field. How are you guys trying to stay engaged and prepare for that next inning when you're up 13 runs?
We just, you know, statement never satisfied, said a lot in the dugout. You know, it was nice to see, you know, we give up 1, we come back and score 6. Like, you know, just responding was our big emphasis today because I feel like we didn't do that well last night. You know, just never satisfied. You know, like he said, goofy stuff happens. Baseball's a crazy game, so no lead is safe, especially at elevation. So we just preach never satisfied and work to keep everybody ready to go.
Yeah, I know. I mean, everybody on this team, you had some tough at-bats throughout, you know, this week, but it just looked like everybody, you know, kind of got back to themselves? Was there anything that you guys talked about last night before the game that just y'all just decided to just hit the ball?
I think a lot of us came out with Stubbings the same approach, just have fun. You know, it's all on the line today. You know, and just if we're gonna go out having fun, and I think we play really well when we're loose and having fun and not, you know, thinking and over pressurizing situations. Just go out there and smile, have fun.
Jordan, we were talking, it's like he needs to graduate every weekend. Because, I mean, it just, you know, I mean, you do. I mean, you had, you know, it's a big day for you guys. I mean, normally, you know, graduation is the highlight of the day, but I'm guessing this afternoon was a little more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after last night, I was just, like Hayden said, we were all really upset because we felt like we let that game get away from us. And we wanted to just end it so we could have graduation be its own day. But after that, I was just like, you know, I need to relax. I need to have fun. And that's what the entire team did. I mean, we all went out there and said, if this is going to be our last day, we're going to have so much fun and play together. Because this team has played so many games together. And we have so many at-bats together. And when we just rely on each other and just be like, you know what, let's go have fun. I trust you as much as you trust me. We're going to be just fine.
You know, we've talked off and on about this group. I mean, how many games you've had them.
Oh my Lord.
And, you know, I'm sure there's times when you're like, do I really have them another year? But they've been a really special group. And like you said, you know, last home game that you know you're going to have, it looked like it was a good way to go out.
Yeah, this has been a very special group. I love these guys from the bottom of my heart. And, you know, I'm going to enjoy every last second that we have to coach these guys remaining.